Okay, what's your name, honey?
Leanne.
Leanne. So let's start because you were on a reality show.
Yes, Ready to Love. It just premiered on July 7th. Ready to Love Dallas.
It's still
Unfortunately,
going?
it just started. We had two episodes, but unfortunately, I was the first elimination.
How pathetic do you have to be to get kicked off on the first day of a reality show full of pathetic people looking for a date?
That's insanity.
So out of a group of like 20 pathetic people, they deemed you to be the most pathetic within 20 minutes of talking to you. And now you're on a YouTube dating show. So I can't articulate how pathetic and desperate and shameless this is.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, so you didn't get picked to be in the house.
And not at all.
Why'd they eliminate you?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say. When you go home the first night, it's really hard to say because you really don't get to finish conversations you started. And I don't know, it just goes really quick.
Okay, I look at Ready to Love. Don't judge me, man. Don't judge me. I watch this show.
Well, I pity the fools who do that.
She was eliminated because she didn't know how to conversate. And then one guy told her about his dad passing, and she was just like, oh, okay, yeah, I put a dog down once, and was extremely dismissive about it.
Why are you always such a nasty bitch?
So they just thought she was heartless and cold, and she wouldn't go in depth about anything. She was very surface level. And that's probably the same reason why she's not going to find success finding a man on YouTube.
Let's get to know you, boo. How old are you?
I am 50.
You look great.
Okay, she looks great for 50. Well, the light is just right. I'm sure she put her makeup on meticulously. There's a lot of trickery and magic that goes into her looking like this. When she wake up in the morning without her wig on and without her makeup on, I'm sure she looks 50. But I'll give her a prop. She look good for 50, but that's not going to help you keeping and maintaining the type of relationship you want with the type of man you want. Looking good only goes so far, and I'm sure people gas her up about how good she looked for her age. That's not going to help you, because if you're 50 and still single looking like this, you are fucked up on a deep level.
Thank you. Single, never been married.
Ooh, that's
Hence
worse.
the show.
You look really good. I would never guess 50.
Thank you. My background is fitness, so I do take care of myself.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I do still do fitness. That's my background. That's what I am educated in. But now I am also a realtor here in Dallas.
Okay, she said fitness is her job. That's not really a job title. Ma'am, are you a trainer? Do you do fitness infomercials? Like, what's up?
Do you have any kids?
None of my kids. I have an adult. I have a 31-year-old.
Okay.
Okay, baby
And
mama.
what's your zodiac sign, honey?
Honey, the Geminis are in the building.
It is Gemini night. I had Geminis all night tonight.
I know, I've been watching.
So let's just do the math real quick. A 50-year-old baby mama who's never been married, who got rejected on a dating show the first day. And now she on YouTube trying to find a husband. Just, never mind.
Gemini nights. Let's do it. Leanne, she works in fitness, also a realtor. 50 years old. You really look good. Gemini has a 31-year-old child. And where you calling us from? Dallas?
Yes, ma'am. Dallas.
All right, and some of you guys might know her from the show Ready to Love Dallas. That's currently going on right now, and she got voted on. So let's get into it. What kind of man are you looking for?
Ooh, we want a Christian, a believer, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. That's number one. We want a leader. And when I say leader, not just in what might seem typical, but also a leader. What I found, in past relationships are when it gets tough, men not leading through the tough times, not being the example through the tough times as a leader.
Give me an example of a tough time that you feel like they don't lead.
Well, if I'm dating someone and we hit a rough patch, and we're both open to move past it. We're trying to talk about, I mean, it's got to be on both sides that we're making an effort to make it right. Even when times get emotional, times get tough, I'm still looking for someone to lead us through the tough times by example, being forgiving.
Okay, being forgiving. She told on herself. So basically, when I get on some BS, when I go off on you or I'm shutting down, you're supposed to take the lead and initiate us reconciling, even though I was on some BS and that's why we in turmoil now. But you being a leader through the hard times is always forgiving me for my BS and being the first to call and the first to text after I was on some trash. That's what this means. She told on herself when she said be forgiving. Always take me back when I do some bullshit is basically what she means. She's not a very good communicator. And at 50, that's just unacceptable.
Making sure we're both reaching out to make things right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers?
Smokers. Don't smoke.
Is that all things, cigarettes, weed included?
I don't smoke anything. I've never taken anything. I know recreational's fine with me, but definitely no cigarette smoke. Small children. I'm kind of beyond that. Teenage children is fine, but we have to have a good working relationship with the baby mama, for lack of better terms.
I'm noticing she keeps saying we. Ma'am, are you multiple personalities? Are you two people? Are you part of the Rainbow Coalition, if you know what I mean? What's going on? It's worrying me. I'm disturbed. It's really freaking me out.
Let's see other deal breakers. Non-communicators, it's just not going to work if we can't communicate.
You don't communicate
well.
well.
I like to have a good time. I have a lot of freedom. So I would like to have someone that, I understand, children come with it. And I always believe that children are a bonus. But someone that has some freedom, that is fun, likes to travel.
Here we go with this travel and freedom. Look, being in a relationship is not about freedom. If you want to be free, completely free, don't got to answer to nobody, just keep being single. And relationships aren't about traveling every weekend. It really isn't. You want a fun buddy. You basically want a fun F buddy. It doesn't sound like you want a relationship.
Just kind of a fuck it, let's just do it type of person.
Let them genuinely talk. You'll see real fast like, oh my God, this bitch is dumb as hell.
No, it don't work like that. Men aren't really like that. We're structured, we're disciplined. We not just like, F it, let's just do anything today, just F it. No, that's immature. That's what type of time we were on maybe when we were 20, 25. Not 50. You should be planning for retirement and trying to sit down somewhere in your 50s. This is screaming arrested development. It's screaming it.
Okay, you want a spontaneous man? Is that
absolutely?
Absolutely.
No.
Does he have to look a certain way?
I think healthy is probably the number one. But taller than me, I'm pretty tall. I'm 5'9", and I still wear my heels, and that could be 4 to 6. So over 6'1".
This is childish as man. You're not in any position to make demands at 50 in the dating market as a baby mama who was never married, still getting pumped and dumped by Pookies and Ray Rays and rappers and at 50. And you think you're in a position to make demands on YouTube looking for a man. And we already know he got to make a certain amount. She already said he got to be a Christian and he got to be 6 feet. You know the 6 figures is coming. You don't get the top tier man at 50.
Hell no.
Why would he take you serious? You can't even have children anymore. You're a side chick at best to a mechanic.
Is preferred. Healthy, likes to work out. I mean, we don't all have to be in the gym at the same amount of time, but I think that is definitely something we could do together as a couple.
So she want a buff, religious, spontaneous, 6-figure Chad. You can't make this shit up. You really can't, man.
Okay, would you date a man your height? That's 5'9", or 6 feet is a requirement?
5'10", 5'11".
Shallow people don't deserve love. They don't. If you can't date a man based on him not being 7 inches taller than you, then you don't deserve to be with somebody.
1 inch lower. Oh, okay. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
We want to be comfortable.
I wish
We
you would
want to be
stop saying
comfortable.
we.
We want to be able to do all that stuff that we do in our free time, that freedom and that traveling. We want to be comfortable. I think that's the biggest thing is comfortable, because your money, your income is relative, and how you spend it and how you
Comfortable is
save.
relative. There's some people that live comfortable on an income that's not that, which you might not feel is comfortable. So
Yeah.
you want to give a round park, like, would you date a man that made 80,000? Is that too low?
Well, again, that's relative. Like, I'm in Dallas, and so based on even just what I pay as a single woman, rent wise, that would be tough.
No, it's not tough. If you're already paying all that by yourself, even if you make 40, that's 40K added to your situation. If you're already comfortable now, a man making 20 would make it even more comfortable. So that's just BS for them to say they want a top tier man so they could fly on trips and pop bottles and live this, extravagant life.
That's why I'm asking you the question directly. Does he got to make a certain amount of money?
Six figures.
Of course.
I think it's tough. I think it's tough.
You can say whatever you want. You're not getting a 6-figure man to commit to you at 50. I'm sorry. I don't care how good you look for your age. It's not happening.
Less than 6.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.